Hi there! Have you ever wondered what a first look is? Well, if you have, today I thought I'd just share a little bit of information about the ones I photographed, and maybe you can have a think about if it's something that would suit you too as well. So first looks are ever so popular in America. I think it's almost the norm to have them done over there, whereas over here in the UK, much less so. But it seems a shame because in some ways they are a brilliant idea. So the two of you would see each other, you'd meet before your wedding ceremony, and we do the couple's pictures prior to the ceremony. So logistically, the way that would work is you'd get your hair and makeup done, finish it off maybe an hour earlier than you'd planned. So you're looking super fresh, completely all finished, just done, and then we'd set it up so that your husband-to-be sees you. The beauty about them is it's a really fun way of doing it. I'll find somewhere which is secluded enough that there's no risk of your guests seeing you, because that's the last thing you want is for your guests to see you before you actually walk down the aisle, but is lovely light. So we get your husband-to-be, have him in position, have him turn his back so he can't see anything that's happening, have you enter the room, the outdoor space, wherever we are, and then I'll back away, I'll go, really far away. I'll put my long lens on. I don't want you two to feel, I want it to be about you two, just to feel it's an intimate moment between the two of you, not notice me there. I'll back away, I'll be out of earshot, I won't be able to hear what you're saying. And then when you are ready for him to turn around, you just give him the say-so, and he'll spin around and see you for the first time. And normally, pretty much all the time in the UK, that moment is when you're walking down the aisle, so he'll turn around and see you and get to him as well. And that's how I did it, and it is magical. That has to be one of my favourite memories of the day, is when Neil turned around and you see him. I actually then ran down the aisle, that's a whole different blog post about how to walk down the aisle, but yeah, it is amazing when you first lock eyes with each other on your wedding day. But to be able to do that moment when it is just the two of you, so you see each other but then you can actually have a cuddle, have a kiss, tell each other how amazing you look, then that's really great to be able to do that without all the eyes around you, just have it as an intimate moment, the two of you. So if you're wondering if a first look is for you, I'd say it definitely is there's three different categories that I say it would suit you if you fall into any of them. The first one being if you're having a ceremony later in the day, so if you're having a 3 or a 4 o'clock ceremony, then having a first look, it just gives you more time after the ceremony. So getting your couple's pictures taken before the ceremony means you won't be having them later on in the day. So when you get to your reception and you're having your arrival drinks, the canapes, chatting to the guests, you've got a smaller window with the later ceremony obviously before you sit down for your wedding breakfast, when you're sitting down for your main meal. So if you were fitting in all your pictures and you wanted to have some time to mingle with your guests and you were having a later in the day ceremony, you're trying to squish a lot of things into a short window of time. So having your couple's pictures of the day taken earlier, it frees up more time for you to actually spend mingling and celebrating and having fun with your guests. And the other time when I think it's a really great idea is winter weddings. So in the winter, it gets dark so early here in England, doesn't it? So sometimes even before 4 o'clock we're losing light. So for the lovely natural daylight images, if you're having a ceremony, say 2:30, if it's a church one finishing at 3:30, 4, then you've not got any natural daylight to get those pictures. So doing a pre-ceremony first look is a really great idea in that situation. So it just means some of the days we get the most beautiful winter sunshine, and it's a real shame not to make the most of it, not to get out there and get some beautiful shots of it in the winter weddings. And lastly, and this is probably the most important one actually, you'll be surprised how many people feel nervous on their wedding day. You want to marry him, love of your life, your best friend, that's a given, that's not what's making you nervous. Maybe it's the being centre of attention for a long part of the day, wanting everything you've spent so long planning it, wanting it all to happen perfectly. I'm not sure what it is, maybe it's just there's not even any reason behind it at all. Sometimes it's just, all the build up to a day, having butterflies, feeling nervous, it happens to a lot of people. So being able to meet the one person that can calm you down, that can give you a cuddle and make you feel better, that's a really great reason, isn't it? To be able to see him, have a snuggle, have a cuddle, talk, and then it gets you excited. You're like, in sort of like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, we're going to be getting married, I'm going to be walking down the aisle to you. Then, that's probably my favourite reason of all, actually. And so I hope that has made you, if you were wondering about first dates, thinking is it for you, maybe it's helped you decide, nope, definitely we're not doing it, or maybe it's made you think, yeah, let's go for it.